Hello, hashtag Friday, or hashtag Blackout Friday. So anyway, try to anticipate. I'm not gonna. But the one thing I was thinking about is how in our or the black community we changed our names so many times. You know, my birth certificate said I was a Negro. I've heard the word colored. I heard the word black, and then after black, it became African American. And I think it's just another way so that we don't know our history and we don't know exactly where we came from, even though they have proven that there is no way they could have brought people over in boats stacked like that because of human feces and them having to eat and it just being cramped that way. It's not feasible. So like if you look at Australia, the white people that invaded there, they don't have a problem after they massacred and enslaved in some sense the natives there, letting them know that came out of the jails. The same thing with most of the white people that we had came over here at first. They were they were enslaved for in jail rather for debtors. They used to have a debtors prison, and they would put the whole family in there. And basically, that's where like I used to hear like sort of like these, I guess you would call them urban legends about that they'd ate their babies because they were giving them like mush or gruel or something nasty, like just grind up, you know, anything, grass with water basically. And so for they had a festation of rats, but you know, and also you have to understand that the very poor there, it was mostly the only incomes was like prostitution and stuff like that. So you already had all type of diseases and stuff with people walloping in their feces with fleas, ticks, and lack of good nutrition and sanitation. And in a way, in modern time today, if you look at how the white men, when they came to this land, America, that basically, if it wasn't for their disease and just blatant killing, but mostly for their disease. So you can see that now in today's society, how it still impacts the black community, like especially here in Memphis and Walker Homes, because of the diabetes, because of liver disease, because of cancer, numerous types of cancer, and other sexually transmitted diseases, hepatitis. We have kids that are coming out getting tattooed in jail and sharing needles in the jail. So the jails are festering up all types of diseases, and just as they did in the 15th and the 12th century, they were doing it now today. It would like say like tuberculosis, AIDS, hepatitis, and even in a sense the food that we feed them, diabetes, is a food is a major tribute to diabetes and a lack of exercise. So we could see some of the same type of ideas, especially when you come to cocaine. You can see like what the British did to China. I believe it was the 1500s, let's say, when they got Tokyo, or was it later than that? It might. Well, anyway, they invaded it by getting everybody on cocaine. All the officials were on cocaine, and once they had them on cocaine, a lot of con artists, a well, let's just say they put Broadville to death, you know. Yeah, they were ready for the big screen when it showed up, okay? But anyway, so this is my little bit about hashtags blackout. Just some food to thought that have we bought into a lie? Martin Luther King said we bought into a lie. Can we have a society where people of color, be black, Negro, African American, whatever you call it, you could be a citizen, considered a citizen of the United States first, and then you can walk down the street, go to the convenience store, and head off to your grandma's house without being shot by some fascist police? I think that's the society we want. And then we want a society where our children are developed not into being housed in institutions such as prisons, especially the privately owned ones that seem to be bankrupting our inner cities, but where they could come out of the schools and we could have engineers, we could have architects, we could have doctors, we could have lawyers, we could have judges. Anyway, I'm going to go do my hair. It's Friday, the 3rd of March, April the 3rd.